Hi everybody, my name's Maya and today we're going to be doing a 30-minute Pilates workout. So all you're going to need is a flat surface, soft but firm, or you can have a mat if you have that. So we're going to start standing. We're going to take a deep breath in, bring those arms up, clasp those hands at the top and push. We're going to exhale to one side, inhale back to center. Exhale, switching sides, feeling that nice side stretch. Inhale back to center. Exhale, let's do that one more time on each side. Inhale, center. Last side, exhale. Inhale back to center. This time we're gonna exhale, come all the way down and around. Inhale on the way up. Exhale, switching sides, going down, making a big circle with those hands. Inhale up. Let's do that one more time on each side. Exhale, down and around. Inhale up. Last time. All the way around. And back to the top. All right, let's bring those legs together. We're going to release those hands. Dive down to the mat. Reaching for those toes, holding it here. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, halfway lift with the flat back. Exhale, back down to the mat. We're gonna walk our hands out into a downward dog, pushing our chest towards our knees, staying strong in the shoulders. We're gonna pedal out those feet, back and forth, stretching out those calves. Do a couple more on each foot. And then from here, we're gonna raise our right leg up to the ceiling in a three-legged dog, holding here. And from here, we're gonna keep that leg up, but we're just gonna bend at the knee to open up that hip. And then we're gonna shift forward, driving that knee through, dropping that bottom leg into pigeon pose. You can either stay up here or come down onto your forearms in a deeper stretch. Take a couple breaths here. Really let that stretch sink in. And then once you're ready, we're gonna push up on our hands, bring that leg back behind us, and then push back into downward dog again, pedaling out those feet one more time. And from here, we'll raise our left leg up to the ceiling. Another three-legged downward dog. Keeping that leg up, we're gonna bend at the knee, opening up that hip. And then from here, we're gonna drive that knee forward again, dropping that back leg into pigeon pose, either up on your hands or down on your forearms. Taking a few breaths right here, letting that stretch sink in. And then when you're ready, we're gonna push on up into a seated position with our legs in a V. We're flexing our feet, arms out to the side. We're gonna bring opposite hand to that opposite foot. We're gonna pulse twice to the outside of the foot. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides, 2 pulses. Inhale back to center. We'll do that a few more times. Pulse, pulse, back to center. Engaging that core the whole time. Keeping that chest up, nice straight spine. Let's do one more on each side. Last one. All right, hopefully you feel warmed up now. We're gonna start the workout part. So we're gonna start out with some planks. So we're gonna be in tabletop position first. Make sure those shoulders are over your wrists, knees are hip width apart. We're gonna extend our legs back so we're in that high plank. Shoulders over our wrists. Remember to check that, tuck that belly button in. You wanna be a straight line all the way down. Holding here, finding that form, engaging the core. And from here, we're gonna take our right leg, pulse that knee in towards our chest, and bring it back. And let's switch legs, left leg, knee pulses in towards our chest, and then bring it back. So exhale as you crunch that knee in and pulse. Inhale as you bring it back. Nice and controlled. Try not to let those hips rise up, keeping that plank form. Just alternating sides. Remembering to breathe. Let's do one more on each side. Once you're done with that, you can drop those knees, push back into a quick child's pose for a little bit of recovery. Maybe roll out those wrists as you do this as well. Take a couple breaths right here. All right, let's bring it back to tabletop position. Again, shoulders over wrists. Knees are hip width apart. When you're ready, you can step out into that high plank again. Keeping those hips low. Once you found your form, we're gonna inhale, shift back to downward dog. Exhale, shift back to plank. Hold each position for a couple of seconds. Inhale, downward dog. And then exhale, back to high plank. Controlling the movement. Staying strong in those shoulders and arms as we engage the core. Following our breath as we move. We'll do a couple more of these at your own pace. Again, we inhale to downward dog. Exhale back to plank. Let's do two more. And last one. Coming back to that high plank, dropping the knees, pushing back to child's pose. Again, rolling out those wrists if you'd like. Take a few breaths right here for some recovery. All right, when you're ready, you can come out of that. We're gonna do one low plank, and then we're gonna move on. So we're gonna come onto our forearms, stepping out into that low plank this time. So shoulders over our elbows. Breathing normal right here. We're gonna exhale as we shift forward. Inhale, bring it back to that normal plank. Exhale, forward. Inhale, back. So we're just rocking on our elbows, back and forth. Engaging that core, keeping the hips low. Let's do 3 more rocks. We'll do 3, 2, last one. Back to that low plank. Drop those knees, push back for a nice child's pose. So sitting back in those heels, dropping the chest and head, taking a few breaths right here. All right, when you're ready, we're going to shift back up into tabletop. We aren't doing any more planks, but we have a new move. So again, shoulders over wrists. We're going to extend our right leg back behind us. We're going to do some tricep push-ups. So we're keeping those elbows nice and close to our sides. We're going to dip down. Our leg comes up behind us and push back up. So inhale, lower. Exhale, push it back up. Again, we're really focusing on the triceps. So keep those arms nice and close to your sides as you dip down. Option to bring that bottom foot to your knee. So you're balancing on your knee, but if you have knee issues, don't do this. Just let your foot down. Let's do 2 more. Last one. We'll drop those legs, push back into another child's pose. Dropping the chest and head, sitting back in the heels. Take a couple breaths because we're going to do this one more time, but with our other leg. So when you're ready, we're going to push back to tabletop position. Extend that left leg behind us this time. We're going to dip and push back up just like before. So keeping those arms close to our sides. Just dipping and then pushing back up. Option to bring that bottom foot up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, push it back up. Let's do 3 more of these. 2. Last one. All right, last child's pose. Drop the head and chest, sit back in the heels. Take a couple of breaths here, and then we're going to switch it up. All right, when you're done with that, you can come out of that child's pose. We're going to do some back work now. So we're going to start laying down on the mat. We're going to bring our arms out in front of us, keeping our head parallel to the mat. So we're gazing down at the mat, not straining our neck up. We're going to lift opposite arm and leg, lower it back down, and switch. Just lifting and lowering right here. Exhale as you lift, inhale as you lower. Controlling it on the way down. Don't just let your arms and legs drop. Just taking it nice and slow. You can either stay here or you can lift it up and then speed it up, just like you're swimming. Breathing normal here. Keep going. We have a few more seconds left. In 3, 2, 1. Drop it down. Cactus out those arms to the side. Let your head down to the side. Take a couple breaths here for a little recovery. All right, let's stack our hands on top of each other now. We're gonna rest our forehead down on our hands. We're gonna bring our heels up together. Knees are out wide, so to the outside of our mat. We're gonna exhale, push those heels together, squeeze those glutes, push those legs up. Inhale back down. Exhale, squeeze and lift. Inhale down. Keeping your head glued to your hands. And you don't have to get your legs very high, just try and get them off the mat. Really squeeze those heels as you lift and lower. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one. Lower those legs all the way down. From here, we're gonna flip it over. So we're gonna flip onto our backs now. We're gonna do a couple bridges. So arms down by our sides. We're gonna scooch those heels towards our glutes. We're gonna tuck that belly button in, so we're kind of tilting that pelvis up. We're gonna engage that core. When you're ready, we're gonna slowly lift up into that bridge until you feel the weight in between your shoulder blades. Make sure you don't feel it in your neck. If you do, you're gonna have to come down a little bit. We're just gonna hold it here. A strong bridge, engaging your glutes and hamstrings. We're breathing normal right here. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, lower those hips so they're hovering above the mat. Exhale, push it back up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift back up. We're really squeezing the glutes at the top as we lift and slowly release down. Let's do 3 more lifts. 2. Last one. We're going to lift, hold at the top for 3, 2, 1. Then we're going to slowly come all the way down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you're all the way down. And then we'll hug those knees to our chest, rock back and forth, massaging out that lower back, nice and slow. And once you're ready, we're going to drop those feet back down to the mat, arms down by our sides, scooching those heels towards our glutes, tilting that pelvis, tucking that belly button in, engaging the core. Slowly lift up once you're ready. Finding that bridge. And then from here, we're just gonna march it out. So we're gonna raise our right leg, lower, raise our left leg, and lower. As we try and keep those hips up, don't let them fall too much. Just marching in place, nice and slow. Remembering to breathe. Let's do 1 more on each leg. Once you're done with that, you're gonna find that bridge again. We're gonna scooch those legs a little bit further together. We're gonna do some calf raises. So we're gonna lift those heels off the mat onto our tippy toes and bring it back down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale on the way down. Nice and controlled, keeping those hips up. Let's do 3 more. 2. Last one, hold it on the way up. Hold it here on those tippy toes for 3, 2, 1. Drop back down to those heels, back to that normal bridge position. Then we're gonna slowly lower back down, vertebrae by vertebrae, until you come all the way down onto the mat. Hugging those knees to your chest again. Let's rock back and forth. Massaging that lower back again. And then from here, we're gonna inhale, rock back. Exhale, use that breath to rock all the way up. We've got the front of our core to work on now, so get a drink of water if you need it. Take a little break if you need it, but we're gonna work on the front. So we're gonna actually lay back down onto our mats with our knees bent. We're gonna bring our hands together like in a little prayer position. We're gonna exhale, lift, chop those hands to the outer side of your leg. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lift and chop to the other side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Alternating sides. Really lift that shoulder off the mat. Feel that twist in your tummy. Just reaching as far as you can to that leg and slow on the way back down. Let's do a couple more on each side. We'll do 1 more on each side. All right, coming back to center. We're gonna lift our legs up to the ceiling, flexing those toes. We're gonna exhale, reach those hands up to our toes. Inhale, slow on the way down. Exhale, lift and reach. We hold it for a second or 2. Slow on the way down. Try not to use any momentum as you reach up. And then control it on the way down. Holding at the top. Nice job. Really reach for those toes. We'll do 3 more of these. 2. Last one, lift and reach. Hold at the top. Slow on the way down. Keeping those arms and legs up to the ceiling, we're going to do some dead bugs. So we're going to lower opposite arm and leg, hovering above that mat. Exhale, pull it back up, and then switch sides. Inhale on the way down. Exhale, lift it back up. Control it on the way down. We're keeping our lower back glued to the mat, not letting it lift up by engaging that core. Inhale, lower. Exhale, pull it up. Let's do 2 more on each side. And we'll do 1 more on each side. All right, hug those knees to your chest again, rock side to side. Again, massaging that lower back, giving it a little break. And then from here, we're gonna bring our arms out to the side. We're gonna bring our legs into tabletop, so bending on 90 degrees. We're gonna slowly lower down, hovering above the floor to one side, and then pull it back up. Switching sides, inhale, lower. Exhale, pull those legs back up. The straighter you make your legs, the more challenging it'll be, so try and challenge yourself today. This is a very slow movement. We'll do 2 more on each side. Taking your time. And let's do 1 more on each side. All right. Nice job. Hug those knees 1 more time to your chest. Rock back and forth. And from here, we're going to do a few knee hugs. So we're going to hug that right leg, extend the left so it's hovering above the mat. We're going to lift that chest up, and then we're going to switch sides. So hugging the left knee, switch, hug that right knee, and switch. Just alternating legs back and forth, trying to keep that chest up the whole time. Option is straighten the legs. Add a little hamstring stretch in there. And then whether your legs are straight or bent, we're going to add a pulse to our chest. So we're going to pulse, pulse, and then switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Keeping those shoulders off the mat. Chest is lifted. Let's do 2 more on each side. 1 more. All right, drop those legs down to the mat. Arms above head for a full body stretch right here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Take a couple more breaths right here. And from here, we're going to finish off with some roll-ups. So we're going to take a deep breath in with our arms above our head. Exhale using that breath, not momentum, to help pull us up into a seated position. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, reach for those toes in front of you. Inhale, arms back above head. Exhale, very slow on the way down. Really controlling this. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, using that breath to help lift you up, keeping those feet on the mat. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, reach for those toes. Inhale, arms above head. Exhale, very slow on the way down. Nice job. We'll do a couple more of those at our own pace, following our breath with the movement. If you want, you can hold that hamstring stretch for a couple seconds if that feels good. Controlling every movement. Let's do one more roll up. On this last one, we'll come all the way down to the mat. Arms above head for a full body stretch. And then we're going to cool down together. So we're going to bring our right knee to our chest. Hold it here, roll out that ankle. We're going to straighten that leg up to the ceiling. We're going to crawl up the leg with our hands, hold it at the top, and then drop the chest, pulling it towards you. Holding here. And let's cross it over. Left arm is crossing that right leg over. Right arm is out to the side for that spine twist. And bring it back to center. We're going to switch sides. Left knee is hugged to our chest, rolling out the ankle. And let's extend that leg up to the ceiling. Slowly climb up the leg, hold at the top, drop the chest. Holding here. And cross it over. Right arm's crossing the left leg over, and our left arm is out to the side. And back to the center. We're going to rock up. Inhale back, exhale coming up. Let's find a seated position, legs crisscross. We're going to do a side stretch now. Reaching up and over, holding here to the side. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switching sides, holding here. Inhale back to center. One more stretch. We're going to bring our right hand to our left knee. And we're going to twist, looking behind us, holding here. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides, looking behind you. Inhale back to center. Let's take one last breath all together. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, back down. All right, nice job today, everybody. Nice job getting your 30 minutes of physical activity in for the day. Thank you for doing the workout, and I hope to see you all next time.